Guardians of Banashankari, the legacy of the clever rabbit. The residents of Banashankari, a lively neighborhood, were particularly affected by Sheru's terror. The local council decided that to ensure peace, they would offer him a portion of their earnings every month. This, however, only increased Sheru's greed, and he started demanding more. Meanwhile, the neighborhood was home to a quaint tea stall named Rabbit's Chai. The owner was a bright, nimble man named Prakash, known for brewing the most delectable tea. Prakash was a smart entrepreneur and was loved by the community for his charming wit and wisdom. One day, Prakash received a call on his Xeophone from Sheru demanding a ludicrous sum of money. Realizing the gravity of the situation, he hatched a plan to save his beloved neighborhood from Sheru's tyranny. Prakash went to meet Sheru, carrying a box of sweets and a humble demeanor. He apologized for being late and explained that on his way, he was stopped by a mysterious stranger who claimed to be the new kingpin of Bengaluru. Sheru's face turned red with rage. "Who dares to challenge me?" he roared. Prakash calmly replied, "Sir, I have heard rumors that he is planning to take over Banashankari. He even mentioned that he considers himself the true lion of Bengaluru, and you are but a mere cat." Sheru, consumed by rage, demanded to meet this audacious rival. Prakash led him to an abandoned construction site. There, he showed Sheru a well and handed him his Xeophone. "Sir, this new gangster is hiding inside. Look through my phone's camera. The infrared technology can reveal those hidden inside." Sheru leaned over the well, peering through the phone's camera. With clever trickery, Prakash had set up a virtual reality filter that showed a ferocious lion reflected in the water below. Sheru was convinced that his rival was in the well. In a fit of rage, Sheru leaped into the well to confront his challenger, not realizing that the well was part of an underground sewer system. The echoes of the battle cries faded as Sheru was swept away by the currents. Prakash quickly informed the residents of Banashankari of Sheru's defeat. The neighborhood erupted in celebration. They had been freed from the clutches of tyranny. The story of Prakash's wisdom spread throughout Bengaluru. He was hailed as a modern-day hero who used his intelligence and the power of technology to protect his community. Rabbit's Chai became a symbol of resistance and empowerment. But Prakash knew that with Sheru gone, there would be a power vacuum. He decided to use his newfound influence for the greater good. He gathered the community and proposed creating a neighborhood watch program and encouraged young entrepreneurs to uplift the local economy. Weeks later, the Banashankari Welfare Society was formed, headed by Prakash. The society organized weekly meetings, self-defense training sessions, and business workshops. Moreover, it fostered a sense of unity and camaraderie among the residents. Meanwhile, inspired by Prakash's use of technology, local youngsters came together to develop an app for the society named Guardian of Banashankari. The app, launched on Xeo's network, allowed residents to report any suspicious activities and stay connected through forums and chat groups. As time passed, Prakash's fame reached the ears of Mrs. Gayatri Devi, a wealthy philanthropist known for supporting social causes. She visited Banashankari to meet Prakash and was deeply impressed by the transformation of the community. She offered Prakash financial support to expand his chai business and take the Guardian of Banashankari app to other neighborhoods. One day, as Prakash was serving chai, an old man with flowing white hair came to his stall. The old man had a certain grace and power to his presence, reminiscent of the fabled kings of yore. As Prakash served him chai, the old man spoke. "I have observed the positive changes you have brought to this neighborhood. But remember, true leadership is a never-ending commitment. Prakash, humbled and curious, asked, "Who are you, sir?" The old man smiled and said, "I am a guardian of this land, just like you, but from an ancient time. I am Dandaka, once a mighty lion who ruled the forests. I have been granted the gift of observing the ages to ensure that the spirit of guardianship remains alive." Prakash, astounded, fell to his feet. Dandaka blessed him and disappeared into the crowd. Years passed, and Prakash's legacy grew. Banashankari thrived and inspired countless other neighborhoods to follow its example. Prakash, now an old man, sat at Rabbit's Chai with his grandson, who was eager to continue his legacy. As the sun set, painting the skies with shades of orange and gold, Prakash sipped his chai and smiled. The spirit of guardianship was alive and well, and he had played his part in its revival. As the twilight deepened, Prakash shared tales of his youth with his eager grandson, Aarav, who was wide-eyed and full of dreams. He spoke of the values that shaped his journey: wisdom, courage, and compassion. Aarav, brimming with enthusiasm, asked, "Dadi, will I ever meet Dandaka?" Prakash chuckled and said, "Perhaps, but remember, Dandaka is not just a being, he represents the spirit of guardianship that resides within each of us." One day, as Prakash felt his time drawing near, he handed Aarav a small box that contained the zeophone he had used to outsmart Sheru. This phone, Prakash whispered, symbolized the power of wisdom and the importance of adapting. Use it as a reminder that sometimes the smallest tools can be the most powerful. Years went by, and Aarav, now a young man, took over Rabbit's Chai and continued the work of the Banashankari Welfare Society. Under his leadership, the Guardian of Banashankari app evolved into a national platform, bridging communities across India. One fateful evening during the festival of Dashehra, Aarav received an unexpected visitor at Rabbit's Chai. A woman, with a regal demeanor and a lioness by her side, stood before him. The lioness's eyes gleamed with ancient wisdom. "I am Rajanya," she spoke in a voice that resonated through the air, "the guardian spirit of the lioness. Dandaka has spoken highly of you and your lineage. It is time for the guardians of the past to join forces with the guardians of the present." Aarav, remembering his grandfather's words, felt a surge of courage and pride. He realized that this was the beginning of a new era. Under the guidance of Rajanya, Aarav established the Council of Guardians, combining ancient wisdom with modern innovation. Communities were empowered to protect not just their neighborhoods but also the environment and wildlife. Rabbit's Chai became more than a tea stall. It evolved into a symbol, a movement that spread throughout the nation. It was a place where the young and old, modern and ancient, sat together over cups of chai, sharing stories and weaving dreams. And so, the spirit of guardianship that Dandaka and Rajanya represented continued to thrive as the legacy passed down through generations. The tale of the clever rabbit and the lion transcended time, reminding the world that even in the age of towering skyscrapers and cutting-edge technology, the heart of a community lies in unity, wisdom, and the relentless pursuit of safeguarding the greater good. Prakash and Aarav's threads were woven with golden hues, in the fabric of the country's rich culture and history, echoing the age-old adage that when the heart is pure and the mind is wise, even the most ordinary can become extraordinary. Thank you for listening to this StoryPod Realm original. Like, share, and subscribe for more.